Now it's 8:24 at BBC Sussex. Back to the Brighton half marathon. As we discovered yesterday, it was the half marathon and a bit because of a slight miscalculation of the route. Now Jeff was one of the runners. He's actually up in Oxford. Hello, Jeff.
Hi there.
Hello. Did you notice?
I did indeed. I had my pace on my left wrist, and I knew that I was good at that, and I was going to do the time I wanted to. But the actual split times on my right were wrong, and I knew something was wrong. But I didn't know what it was, so it was quite a relief to find out that they added half a mile to the actual race at the finish line.
Right. I mean, there was a slightly longer mile, wasn't there? Right, about between mile 4 and 5. So that's when it all went horribly wrong, I guess.
Well, it was towards the end of the race that I was more concerned about my timing. I was just keeping an eye on my pace. But it was, more to the end, and like mile 7, mile 8, I thought this isn't going, something's wrong here.
Was it the chatter in the sort of the winner's enclosure, as it were, afterwards?
Yes, it was actually, yes, it was. It was in the Studio 57 massage tent that we were talking about it, and that's where I discovered that there was half a mile added on.
Right, okay. So actually your time wasn't that bad at all?
Well, I mean, I'm not a very fast runner. I don't do it for that. But I was aiming for about 3 hours and 8 minutes. That's what I wanted to do for the first race of the year. But I actually did it in 2 hours 58. So I'm not, it's 10 minutes off what I was predicting.
They should do this more often.
Well, I'm doing the Reading in 6 weeks' time. I want to get that to 250. So
does it make you cross or not? Or is it one of those things that happens?
It's one of those things that happens. I mean, you do wonder why somebody doesn't check the course before they start everybody off, but I suppose they, closing the roads is the problem, so they can't go off, they can't check the course too early.
Okay, thanks for that. Let's find out from race director of the Brighton half marathon, Becky Stevens, exactly how it happened. Hello, Becky.
Oh, hello.
Good morning. Thanks for coming on. So, what was the problem then?
It was just a human error, I'm afraid. It was just simply that the barriers that were put out for the turn at the end at Roedean, between miles 4 and 5, were unfortunately just put slightly in the wrong place. It gave us an additional 500 yards.
How did you discover it? Was it after, as we just heard from Jeff, people saying, well, that didn't seem right?
Well, as soon as the lead bikes came in, they came to report to us that they believed something was wrong, and then as soon as we could, we started investigating it, and that's where we found the problem to be. But we were obviously really grateful that people were reporting the differences on their various pacemakers and let us know.
You're horribly red-faced.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just one of these things. I do believe I've been doing this race now. This is my 5th race, and over the years, and various things go wrong all over the place. But it really was, I think we reacted really quickly. We were able to adjust everyone's times on the systems for them, and we've already implementing new measures for 2013.
Right, okay. I mean, Jeff saying there, could you not have checked it beforehand? That's presumably you close the roads. It's not. This is sometimes not an exact science.
Unfortunately, obviously we put as much as we can into place, but we really worked a very, very tight schedule. Our friends at Brighton Hove Council really have us down to literally to the minute of the road closures that we can have, and we really go. The roads are closed, back to the 10:2, and that's it. And we've got to go for the 9 o'clock start. So no, we don't really have the luxury of going around and checking everything. We just have to make sure that everything is in place, which of course, 2013 we will do even more.
Well, it makes it a bit special. It's a Brighton half marathon and a tiny bit, so well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Becky, thanks very much indeed.
Okay,
8:28 at BBC Sussex.